Today I
Oh,
will be a giant black box.
oh, so we don't even get a picture of you, Deb?
No, my system, yeah, and I'm about, oh, I don't know, about 2,000 miles away from home. I'm not even on Eastern time. I'm actually technically in the next time zone right now. So it's actually,
Where are
let's
you?
see,
Where are
I
you at?
am on the island of Aruba.
Oh
That's
my
the same
gosh.
time zone
And
that
you're,
Guatemala's in.
oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
and here they don't do daylight savings time. So my brain flew here on Sunday, so I got up I got up in one time zone and like yeah, this has just been quite trippy. So
Wow.
bear
So
with me.
is that something you do every year or what?
I run a property management company here in Aruba, and so I'm down here right now. This year I'll have been here probably almost 8 weeks,
Oh,
and
seriously.
yeah, seriously,
For a week
seriously,
at a
I'm on.
time?
Say that again.
For a week at a time?
Uh, Actually, I try and come down for anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks at a time. So I'm here. This is my 2 week stretch. This is my last 2 weeks for the year because I like to be out of here because our high season begins and chaos. If this is a very, very busy island at Christmas time. So I do not like to be here. So I will go home and I will be home for probably until March. No, I won't even be able to come here in March, maybe April. So yeah, it's
Yep.
craziness, man.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Well, glad to know that you're my Aruba expert. So, okay.
Yes. Oh,
Thanks.
yep. Anytime. I'm happy to answer questions. Today I'm not last when I was here last, I sometimes stay at this beautiful home that if I were there and my camera was working, you would see this beautiful, pool behind me and everything.
Oh,
No, this time I'm actually in one of my small condos, which actually is okay with me. I've been so busy this last couple days and poor Jerry is texting me, and I'm like, oh my God, I have no time. So finally I got time, and I'm like, yes, I will be here tonight. Let's talk about trying to attract new members. How's that sound?
Sounds great, actually.
Yeah.
I just checked my emails and I got an email not too mu- too mi- few mi- not too long ago from Chris Jones, and he had some nice comments he wants me to share too when it's time to do so. He's not going to join us. He's got a coughing spell and he's hacking quite a bit, he said, so he didn't want to screw us up.
I think everybody's like that right now, honestly. So yeah, no, that would be great. Jerry, how should we start this?
I don't know. Well, let's just start with some thoughts from Chris and just move forward from there. He
I
said
think
some,
that's an excellent plan.
all right. So Chris said, I suggest that we widen the net beyond just motorcycle enthusiasts. I don't think it was in our meeting. We talked about this before, but yes. We need to promote more through social media about the great work that our club does. I encourage us to review the meeting time. 7 p.m. is right in the dinner hour and makes a challenge to attend. I think we actually talked about doing earlier. A Saturday morning might have an appeal, just as an out of the box thought. I'd have never thought that one myself, but whatever, we can talk about that. Survey all members to learn why they are not participating in our club meetings. It's great that they're viewing videos afterward, but we're missing them with fellowship during the live time. Then we might want to go back to some of our past members and encourage them to come back and join us. And then the same for our guest speakers. And that last one's actually a very good point. We should add, with their permission, guest speakers to our email list and keep encouraging them to come back. So
Wow.
those are some things that he had thrown out there.
I know
excellent.
uh, opening a broader net, and I'm a big fan of that idea. I think where we struggle with it is how would we name our club in a way that's going to appeal? How do we get there?
Can we back up a second and do our
Sure.
traditional to do our traditional happy books?
Oh, yeah, you know what? I'm launching right into stuff because that is how my day has gone. So, hey,
Oh,
hey, all right, how about I start it this way? Hey, everybody, welcome.
my week last week, the end of the week last week
Last year.
from Wednesday on. Yeah, I wish it was last year. It destroyed me. I mean, so much went on bad that I was ready to not be in a Rotarian, to be honest with you. So it was a rough one.
Well, it's
So
a full
anyway,
moon
I'm a lot
tomorrow night.
happier this week, and I'll start us off with the happy bucks. I'm so happy to see Rory on board here. Uh, he's post surgery now. I get a text from him
Yay.
every now and then, and it's just a pleasure. So Rory, welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll be here for a while until my back won't let me sit anymore. So I have to get up and move and probably end up with another pain pill yet, but
Well, you look pretty good there, mister, for going through that back surgery. So I'm glad to see you.
thank you. It feels much better. Still a little numb, but that said that could take up to a year and a half to 18 months. 18 months to 2 years to totally go away.
Mine came back a lot. My neck one came back a lot faster than they promised. But they also, they hedged their bets on that stuff. So that's pretty good. So
Yeah.
glad to hear you're starting to come back.
You know, we're
I got-
gonna start playing the ba-na-na-na-na-na, ba-na-na-na-na-na, Bionic Man, $1 Million Man when you come on.
And then I'm gonna
I'm
throw
not
another
moving
happy
anywhere
buck.
near
I
that
leave
fast.
very early in the morning, provided the airports don't screw me all up. But I leave very early morning on Friday to my happy place, and I think everything's in place now for that trip. So everything but some of the funding that's coming yet, but that's okay. It's coming.
I'm gonna wish you the best of luck with that. I mean, I got lucky. I flew very early on Sunday morning, and that's before it really got bad. And now my husband's like, yeah, the lines are ridiculous. It's like 3 hours to get through security. So I'm gonna think positive thoughts for you because I hate to tell you, I could be stuck here on Aruba until some of this stuff clears up.
Oh
So
well,
There are worse
there's
places to
Oh,
be
yeah.
stuck,
which
Deb.
you know
we'll
what's
all feel
fun?
bad for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, a
Well,
lot of
you know what's
sympathy,
really
yeah.
funny is you fly, I'm on a plane full of people. I had the cutest little boy sitting next to me who was so excited to be going to the beach. And it's funny because I'm the person getting off the plane like, yeah, I'm going to work for the next 2 weeks. So yeah, have fun. I mean, it's very surreal.
Well, save your happy thoughts for me because a not so happy or an anti-happy buck, let's put it that way, is I had to fill out an Oakland County um, questionnaire for jury duty here about a week ago.
Oh
So
Oh,
no.
yeah,
come on, that's our
my
civic
travel time
duty.
might get curtailed coming up here. We'll see.
I think they should ask you if you're available, and if you're literally international travel, it would be a preclusion. So you should be good.
Will it be preclusion if it's for fun?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, if it's
Really?
pre-planned and yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll find out. Because I've already bought the tickets in December to go back to Guatemala for the wedding. I bought the tickets last night to go to the polio NID days in India.
Oh,
First part of February. The last part of February, I had those tickets for a while now to go into Kenya. And we're waiting for the details, but I'm going to go in first 2 weeks of April into Nepal for another eye mission there. So
Oh wow.
okay, we're gonna give you a pass on that jury duty.
what's that?
We'll give you a pass on the jury duty. I'll volunteer to go for you.
There you go. That'd be great. So and it's a real privilege to be able to do this, but this is my time of being able to do this. So
John Cram just completed tomorrow's Wordle, which means he's traveling. This is how I know John's traveling. So he completed tomorrow's Wordle at about 4 o'clock this afternoon, which caused me to go, "Where are you?" And he's apparently in Istanbul. Did we know this?
I
I
say
wish
good
you
for
guys-
him.
Yeah, I said Istanbul. Mind you, I've got my headphones on. Mike's playing Xbox games. I say Istanbul, and he looks at me and goes, "That's Constantinople." Anyway, welcome.
So one last happy buck. I made the decision today to shut down GJ Engineering before the end of the year. So
No.
I
To
might have to
retire,
open.
retire.
I'm trying to be careful because theoretically I can't use that term engineer anymore because I haven't renewed my licenses. So we're trying to get there. I might have to open Gerald Jackson Consulting. We'll see.
Yeah, there you go.
We've been throwing around the idea of Wind Hill Ventures as the umbrella with Mike's wine consulting and me potentially coming out and doing government consulting and holding the space for Maggie's social media and marketing and Jonathan's like bartender mixology stuff. So I was like, I think we should do this. Let's just do it. And then we'll move to Huntsville. We're very close to where Keith is currently.
Wow.
Get the
The-
heck
the-
out of Dodge.
That's just under 100 miles from where we are.
I know, I just looked it up. I was like, where's Red Bay? You're
The-
just southwest or southwest of there.
The Window family conglomerate.
Yep. Wind Hill Ventures. It sounds good on paper, right?
That
So
sounds
I
like a
have a
timeshare.
Okay, so we'll come up with a new name. Maggie told me it
Sorry.
sounded too much like government consulting. No, it's fine. So Happy Buck, we were very fortunate. We flew to Chicago and back. We flew back out to Chicago early Saturday morning and back on Sunday morning with no issues, but it was super fun. We went to see the New Zealand national team and the Irish national team play an international rugby game at Soldier Field. 62,000 people. We had an absolute blast. Super fun.
I saw the
my-
post where you were at Soldier Field.
Yep. Very, very fun. Great atmosphere. It's funny for as poorly constructed that stadium is from a logistics perspective. Our seats were fantastic, and everybody I've talked to said that there's not a bad seat from a visibility perspective in that stadium. From a getting to a bathroom or concessions perspective, it's a different story. But no, the important thing is we saw the game really well. My boy came up with his girlfriend, so we got to see everybody. It was fun.
Paying my happy bucks right now.
Yeah, do you have the link, Candy?
How do I do that?
Can you share the QR code?
I think, what is it? It's like RCMR, because I sent some happy bucks
do I
as well,
find it?
just.
How do I find it? I just paid. If I go to the pay, does it tell me the code?
Yeah, I think it will, or it will give you what the name of the club is, so we can search for it that way.
Rotary Club of Motorcycling Rotarians. Happy Bucks. No, Rotary Club of Motorcycling Rotarians. So you can find it on Venmo. I should have this set up so we can just pop it in chat, huh?
You know, we
I
need
think
to
we keep
just
forgetting to do that, yeah.
I know,
We talked about it and we haven't gone anywhere.
we threatened to do it.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's the only way I can figure it out right now. Rotary Club of Motorcycling Rotarians.
I'll drop it when it comes up. I'm proving I'm a human and not a robot right now.
Yeah, it's Ward. Hey, hi Ward. You're muted. Your voice sounds really good.
Yes, now I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, there
Can
you
hear
go.
me?
We're doing happy bucks right now, Ward. You got some?
Huh?
We're doing happy bucks right now. You got some?
Happy bucks. I don't know how that works.
You say something you're happy about from this week, and then you share that, and then you go to our Venmo account and pay us.
Oh, okay. I'll be racking my brain.
Anybody else
Sorry.
got anything?
Oh, there. Amanda just found it. Good for you.
Okay.
It's in the chat. There you go. Cool.
All right, if we have nothing further, Jerry, let's talk about the name. Let's talk about this whole, how are we going to try and appeal to more members, potential members?
I'm all ears. So,
Can I say something?
but just, yes, sir, Ward.
Well, I don't have any good ideas. I just have a insight as to why I like this topic, because I'm so far removed from everybody else. I'd love to have a fundraiser ride, but I'd have to ride 2,000 miles just to get started to hook up with you guys. So I would like to have some people recruited in, from the lower half of Georgia and the upper half of Florida, so it's close enough we could get together and do a ride. That's my insight. That's why something like this is needed.
No, I think that's, I think that's absolutely, absolutely true. I mean, I live in Texas, and I was very disappointed to find out that someone hosted a polio ride and that information never came to me.
Mhm.
Think about that.
Wow.
And worse yet, it was someone who knows me
Oh.
personally and never reached out to me about it. So
Oh.
that says a lot right there. So I think we need to be culling people. We need to be appealing to people in our local communities. Yeah, that will help us build a larger community. The question becomes, yes, it'd be great if we can get more riders, but opening that window to people who are not specifically riders. I think there's a lot of opportunity there that we're missing out on. Any
I thought
thought?
about approaching the district governor or someone in the district office anyway, to see if there was a way to reach out into our whole district of 70 something clubs and see if there are motorcycle riders hidden in there amongst them that might be interested, you know?
That'd be a good one.
I think that's a great idea.
Well, when we first started this club, I have a lot of contacts all over the place. So we did an outreach. I mean, the original idea of this club was generated by Bob. God, I'm brain dead.
Schreiner.
Schreiner, and Bob was, pushed me and conned me into getting it going. So basically, what the original part of it was people that had moved away from their Rotary clubs, and then at that time, you're supposed to be a Rotarian to be an IFMR or any of the other fellowships. Now that's no longer a requirement. Rotary dropped that quite a while ago. But the idea was to reach out to a lot of those people that had moved and hadn't found a Rotary club yet, and create an online club to pick up spouses and partners of Rotarians that are in other clubs, and they didn't, and that sort of thing. And so we did a big scramble all through the people that I know, and then we did the big scramble through IFMR and made contacts, and that's how we ended up with the big group we had. We started out we had like 23, I think it was 24 regular members and about that many associate members at the same time. And right now we're about 20 associates and 10 regular members. We've just slowly dwindled and dwindled, and we've dwindled faster than we've added new members since the growing thing. So I don't remember who the original charter members were at the time, but nevertheless, so that's kind of what's went on, but we've not paid enough attention to growing our membership. And I think we could probably jump the associate members relatively easy. I don't think we should focus on that. I think we should just let that happen, and I think we need to really focus on peer members of this club. So regular members, because that's holding us back right now.
Mhm.
What do we think? What do we think about trying to coordinate with any in our local areas? Every one of us in our local areas has a non-Harley. I don't want it to be Harley, but motorcycle training, riders training group. Like, could we sponsor, or, hey, congrats on graduating. Here's your guardian bell. Like, here's your bell from the Motorcycling Rotarians. We'd love you to join us. Something like that.
Thumbs up. Absolutely. Any excuse to reach out to riders is a
Yeah.
good excuse. Yeah, and I don't know who said maybe you should consider just having normal people join your club. I mean, this is a fabulous niche. Online clubs are a dime a dozen, but you are really special. And,
My
and,
thoughts,
and I would
exactly.
hate to see you dilute that.
That's kind of where I am too, if I'm being honest. I know we've talked a lot about about changing the name, being more inclusive of other people, but I'll tell you, Deb, I was thinking back after we had that meeting where we talked about changing the name, and so many times when we go to Rotary functions, everybody wants to talk to us because, oh, that's so cool. You guys are the motorcycling Rotarians and you have this different thing. So
I agree. I agree. And, I think it's hard because if I were in Michigan, I would be able to go to all the different, all the different clubs, introduce us, talk about it because everybody seems to know somebody who rides a bike who would be interested. The problem is not being within the district. I think that's some of it
But
from my side.
But why do you have to be in the district? Why can't you go to other clubs in the area that you're in right now?
I am the only regular or even associate member that lives in the district. So,
Yeah. And no, I
Um,
could. I could
I mean, it's
absolutely.
nice to participate in the district events, but at the same time, our connections to the districts that we all live in is probably a pretty important thing that we could do.
well, and even if we don't have connections, that's one thing that we've been talking about a lot is like establishing a connection with our local brick and mortars, right? To
Yeah,
do any kind of outreach, support their stuff. Um,
yeah.
and
I
then
think, yeah,
even some of the motorcycle clubs, Jerry, like the clubs that I've got connections at the Barons that are out in Gaines, strong family connections there. So, I mean, even something like that wouldn't be bad. A lot of those guys are part of that club, and that is their club. But this
Yeah.
might be another option for them.
So, I'm not a motorcycle rider, but I have noticed that it seems like motorcyclists are very genuine and giving people. When I look around Michigan, there are rides all the time that are raising money for good things, whether it's the Youth Matters in Michigan for suicide prevention and awareness. Our motorcyclists are raising money for good causes all the time. I think there's a possibility that this club could easily have 100 members a year from now because you have no boundaries. You have no
I think
limits.
it's
I have a
getting
question.
connected to the right people, I think, and that's what has to happen.
And it would be a targeted connection.
Yep.
Yes.
My wife Debbie says I have no boundaries, and she claims that's a bad thing.
Well, it's a double-edged sword. Yeah, it's a double-edged sword. So, but think of how many clubs have like scholarship rides and whatnot. We can do that too.
I have a
And
question.
then, oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. And relating to the rides, is it possible riders? It's a Facebook group. I just joined it, so I haven't been on any rides yet, but they're in my area. Is it possible for a Rotarian to sponsor a ride, but then a lot of the participants not actually be Rotarians?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
We encourage that.
Preferred. I was
the-
going to say that's
one of
preferred.
the
It's like when you
outreaches
do a
that we had-
fundraiser at your kid's school, you don't want only the parents to be donating because we could just
There
donate.
you go.
Well, we haven't done any, and we're probably way overdue to in some sort of communication throughout all of IFMR. And that's the Renee, that's the fellowship. Okay, the Rotary Fellowship for Motorcyclists. But when one of the concepts that we had originally with this is that, and we've done it before, is that we would sponsor rides, and that brought in, as if it was sponsored by our club, that brought in the insurance, became the insurance backing that we have, the liability insurance that we have for
That's a
projects.
good thing.
And
that's a good thing.
we had said at the time we would do that for IFMR rides, provided we had at least one of our members on that ride,
Yeah.
and we
Yeah.
could sponsor the ride. We could do the same for anything else, I would imagine.
But
They would
even if
have
we
to
don't
publicize
sponsor
it as a Rotary Club of Motorcycling Rotarians ride.
Yeah,
Ah,
but we don't
sponsored
even
by-
need to be the sponsor in order to participate and recruit new members.
Mm.
You just
Yeah.
tag on to somebody else's ride and you start up a conversation, and next thing you know, they want to join. And I think you were absolutely right, Jerry, at the beginning of the conversation. I think you were talking, I don't know if it was a gentleman or a lady by the name of Chris.
It's a
that
guy.
said- It's a guy. Yeah. Okay. That we need to have more social media presence because when I heard that you were talking about increasing your membership today, I immediately went to Facebook and I couldn't find the Motorcycling Rotarians group. What's it
I
called?
actually had a
That,
hard time with that the
actually-
other day. I meant to bring that up.
What's it
I was trying to
called?
find us.
Actually, that was a private group at the time. I think the last
Oh,
time it was done. But we
yeah,
had
well,
somebody that
see?
managed it and she had quit the club back
there
then.
you go. The
So
Rotary, the best kept secret. No, we need
There
to
you
make
go.
that public. Absolutely.
It used to be public.
Now
we
you
need
got me
volunteers to
looking
do
for
that
it.
stuff, guys.
Exactly. Yep. Yep.
And and once again, I'm actually, that's why I'm like, wait a minute, what's gone on that our group has disappeared? So I got to
Yeah,
figure
it's
that out.
gone. It's
But-
gone. Actually, Deb, I'm sorry. I meant to bring that up because I was going to post about Tiffany after Tiffany spoke last week, 2 weeks ago. I was going to post and I couldn't actually find our group.
That
Which is
really
interesting because I
strange.
think I'm still, I used to
I
be
was
an
like
owner.
Yeah, that I was too, and that's why I'm like, when did this happen that I never caught it? And this is when I say I am so busy with so many things. This is the part of my life that's a little crazy right now. That yeah, something happened, and I have no idea when it happened.
Huh.
And now we need to go, but we need to look into that, and maybe Amanda, maybe you and I can have a separate call about rebuilding
Yeah.
our social media.
Yeah.
I think
Let's
that's what
get,
we need
yeah,
to
I was
do.
going to say, we keep threatening to have a call on Saturdays.
Yeah.
Let's set
Yeah,
that
and
up.
I think we just have to do it and
Yeah.
and
Are
figure out what,
you,
yeah.
are you an hour ahead? Are you,
At least for the next 2 weeks, yeah. So the next 2 weeks,
Okay.
I'll be an hour ahead of you.
Yeah.
okay.
So
I don't
But,
have
uh,
anything. I don't have anything on my schedule this weekend. I'm so excited, you guys. I have literally
fine.
nothing on my whole
So-
schedule.
Does
You
the
know,
club
back-
actually have an email address just for the club? Or do you
Yes.
rely on the current president? Okay.
No, we do. We do.
no,
We
no.
have, so we have an Instagram, a Twitter, I guess X, a
wow.
Facebook, and at one point in time, it was all connected. So if you posted on Facebook, it auto
Yeah,
populated
okay.
to everywhere else. So I think Deb and I will get together hopefully this
And
weekend
see
or
if we can
soon.
figure out what happened to it, and if not, but maybe in some ways it's better. Maybe we have to start from square one, and maybe that's not so bad, because we were dealing with also things that were set up long ago that may or may not have made a whole lot of sense. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if you're
we
the
gotta
admins, then
revisit
you
that.
can make it the way you want it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, and there's so much that's changed about social media that maybe it's a better way to flow. But Amanda and I will figure that out somewhere in the next
Yeah.
couple days.
Maybe I can give, I think maybe there's a child that I pay a heck of a lot of money to go to school for social media management that might be able to do this as a
Oh my
project.
gosh. Are you kidding me? Like
Yeah.
seriously? Amanda?
Yeah, she's digital media production and,
Okay.
and
We
advertising.
can keep her busy in the district. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
There's your new client base. Yeah, but so I think, yeah, we had a social media presence and I managed it for a very, very long time, posting things and putting things out there, and that was great. But the one thing I always felt like I had to beg for was for everybody to share it. That's another important aspect. If you guys are on social media and you're on our Facebook, please share things. Once again, if we start posting about we've got a speaker coming, if we can get one or two guests a meeting, that would go a long way to also building some relationships and getting us some visual into, with other people who are
Yeah.
not Rotarians.
Right, yeah, exactly. Because associate members are great to have, but we need to recruit people who haven't yet found out how fabulous Rotary is. And they
Yes,
probably
exactly.
need Rotary more than Rotary needs them, quite frankly. I mean, you talk to any experienced Rotarian, you're gonna find that most will say they end up getting more out of it than they figured that they would. Am I right, Jerry?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just laughing because I was just searching for our club site on Facebook and not getting anywhere. And I wonder if something, you guys remember Linda, I wonder if this is something that was popped back to her. She finally shut it down or something, maybe.
I don't know. Or they
But-
shut it down for inactivity. I mean, that's
Yeah,
entirely
could-
possible that they shut it down for
Could be two.
inactivity.
It could be
And for the
two.
longest time, I had access like through my app. It kept, gave where my face is on my app. I had the ability to switch between the accounts. And
This
I
is-
don't have that anymore.
I'm sharing something for Renee's benefit. It just came across this when I was searching.
Oh, that's
Well,
awesome.
there you go. That is Houston, I think. Yeah. Oh, that's great. Great memory.
I don't think that's Houston. I don't know
No,
where
that's not
at.
Houston.
Oh.
Because I'm like, that would have been me with you in the booth.
That was in 2023 international conference. Was that in Singapore? Were you in Singapore?
No,
What was 2023?
Singapore was
2023.
24. Oh, wait a minute.
What's that?
Australia? No. 2023? 2023 was Australia, I think. Melbourne.
Could be. I know those guys didn't recognize that guy.
So, but if you get the social media up and running, then you can count on me to share it to my personal page, the district page, my home club, which is West Bloomfield Club. And we've got a Harley Davidson dealer not too far from here, and when I drive by and I see their Toys for Tots thing that's probably going to happen in the next few weeks, I'm thinking, why aren't we connecting with them? It takes time. I realize that.
I'm planning to ride in the Toys for Tots ride here on December 20th. And they've had as many as 3,000 riders
Wow.
participate in that at a time. Last year it was rainy and cold. They still had 400.
What if we I mean, we all do stuff like that. We all ride all the time. Could we do a small flag to put on a luggage rack that has motorcycling Rotarians on it, or at least a Rotary flag?
I mean,
Is a
motorcycle
Rotary
flags?
flag? Yeah, is it something that we could, just the small
Um,
ones, right?
God, it's been years, but I had that lined up at one time. Well, I did that one time with I can't remember the company that made them.
I'm just thinking Jerry and I guess, let's see, who's on Jerry and Deb right now, but as we go forward, the new member package, we've talked about how to beef that up, right? We send the patches, which are great if you have a place to put them. But a flag like that, that's easy on off that you could add to your bike would be nice. And then I need to get those business cards out. I just need access to, I can't remember where we saved all of the original artwork for the logo and stuff, the vector graphics and things. If that was, I don't think it was in a
SharePoint. Club
SharePoint.
Runner.
It's
It
in
should
Club
be on our-
Runner.
It should be on our account. I'll look real right now. Real quick.
I put the little embroidered logo on a black shirt that I have, and I wear it to some of my Rotary Club meetings, especially if I drive my motorcycle up.
Well, and
Sure.
Ward, we did shirts at one point in time. We have collared polo shirts that say your motorcycling Rotarians and have your name
that would
as
be
well.
great.
So that's something
Yeah.
we could do again as
Ute
well.
had gotten that done for us, and I did ask her one time. I think she could still get them for us if we wanted to do that again.
Like talking about your flag thing, I guess that would be kosher to like fly that flag riding in the Toys for Tots run and
Yeah.
advertise that I'm a motorcycling Rotarian and say,
Yep.
ask me about it.
Yeah.
Ask me about
Yeah,
Rotary-
yes, me. Yeah,
Rotary.
yeah.
Yep.
And then, I mean, and I'll get these darn business cards out to everybody this weekend.
Yeah.
But that business card will be something with a QR code that you can just here. If you're interested, we'd love to have you join us on a Tuesday. That was
Yeah.
part of the reasons I wanted to do. Part of the reason we voted to do an every Tuesday thing is it so it makes it a little bit easier when you're inviting people. Hey, every Tuesday at 7,
Yeah.
rather than maybe it's the first and third Tuesdays, except in months that end in Y, and then we've got so it was just kind of
Yep.
confusing. So.
Yeah, and plus if you miss one, then it's okay. You'll see everybody next week. Yeah. And
Hey.
going back to the business cards, Amanda, everyone, I just wanted to remind you that we have a legit Rotary business within our own district that is authorized to do Rotary stuff. So that's Mahendra from the Troy Rotary Club. His wife has a business, and so she can print things, t-shirts, awards of some kind, whatever you need.
I just found the documents, Amanda, the logos are all in there.
Yeah, Club Runner is not accepting my password again.
I would
I
love
feel
for
like
us
I'm perpetually fighting with Club Runner.
Constantly.
I'd love for us to make another run on some polo shirts. I'd order one in a heartbeat. So,
I would take one.
I know those were actually done in Houston, and I actually know the woman who did them, so I
would
could always reach
love
out to
get
her.
another. Yeah, all of mine are double X, and now that I wear a large, I need to order some new ones. Those and with everything I've got, it's too big.
Yeah. Can we get
Yeah, I
them in
have the
black, or do
opposite
they have to
problem,
be
but
Rotary blue?
It's all right.
I've got Keith's
I-
problem. I'm wearing medium and larges now, and I got a lot of extra large stuff. I'm
Wait,
giving
my
away.
God, we're shrinking. What the heck is up with all of us? We are all shrinking. I have
hey,
the same
hey,
problem.
You
fear
know
not,
what,
friends,
Deb?
fear not. I will give you everything back that you've lost. Just let me know.
You know, Deb, if you, myself, and Keith would put that into a brochure for the Rotary Club of Motorcycle and Rotarians, we'd have people banging on our
Right
door
with
all
us,
night.
we get smaller.
Ride more, lose weight.
Yeah.
It's
Ironically,
Yeah.
100 calories per hour when you ride, right? That's a
I've
real
lost
thing.
50 pounds since I started. So,
There
but
you go.
it's because of type 2 diabetes and Ozempic. So,
Yeah, same for me. It's type 2 diabetes and Manjaro.
I
mhm.
haven't
Nothing
lost
is
any
wrong
weight
with
except
that.
in my
I
wallet.
certainly feel a lot better.
In your wallet, nice.
Nothing is wrong with
Say,
that.
can
But
we?
Uh-oh.
yes. Can we
I was
what?
just going to ask if we could go back to the conversation about Saturday mornings.
Yes, ma'am.
I am all for that. It's just been an issue because we have people in the Western time zone, Pacific time zone, which
Yeah.
has made it hard
Yeah.
to settle on a time in the morning because really the earliest we could do is like noon and
Yeah.
still get
Yeah.
people in the morning on the West Coast.
Are you
And-
talking about
and
just
I'm
having a
gone.
chat session or changing our meeting?
The change in meeting, that was Chris's recommendation.
Well, Chris is just throwing it out there as an idea, yeah.
I think Saturdays are not a good idea only because Saturday mornings, especially as riders, let me tell you that I usually have a lot of Saturday morning invites and commitments with rides and stuff like that. So that, it could be great in the slower months, but I think it's going to be hard like in the middle of summer where people are like, oh wait, we got something.
Yeah.
So I think that's well feasible. Maybe adjusting the actual time of our meeting and going on, moving it up by an hour. So instead of it being 7 o'clock Eastern time, we did it at 6 o'clock Eastern time.
But
Is that right?
that's 3 o'clock Pacific.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're cutting into somebody's workday.
Actually,
Yeah.
We need people.
you know, the
who are
issue
working.
was 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock Pacific was too close to their rush hour traffic time. So
Yeah.
that was their bigger issue. I mean, we had feedback that suggested that 6 would be good. We could give it a try, just try it for 6 months or 3 months or 4 months. Doesn't hurt.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it hurts to at least try some flexibility, and maybe we do that for the first of the year. We're gonna move our meeting by an hour and just see, do we get better attendance? I mean, for me, that's moving the meeting till 5 o'clock because I'm on Central Time. And you know, I'm like, okay, I've committed to be at the meeting, so it's neither here nor there. And if it works better, you know, that it's tough. Because we don't have a lot. You know, if you looked at where are the bulk of our members, they're not coming out of the West Coast. They're coming from the East Coast, Mid-Atlantic. You know, I don't mind being the outlier here.
Is that because of our time?
Yeah, and maybe that's it. And you know, if we ever could grow and be big enough where we could have a second club like this that's, you know, made up of West Coast people, that would be fantastic, you know?
Well, actually, the new concept that goes on and might not be a bad idea is start companion clubs if we could grow and, you know, say there's 10 people on the West Coast and they just meet at a little bit different time and every now and then we all meet together, you know, type stuff. And we float
Yeah.
the time around. I mean,
Yep, I
we
love the
c-
companion club for
there's
this
nothing,
application. That's perfect.
yeah. There's nothing that says that we have to all meet at the same time. There's nothing that says that we have to meet the same day and same time every time either. I mean, we could float things around if we wanted to. It's a little harder to manage, but it can be done. I think, you know, we've had lots of good ideas and we're sharing good ones right here, right now. The thing we've lacked and always lacked is people coming to do those ideas.
I was just thinking the same thing, Jerry. And as somebody, I mean, I can't even think how long I've been a member here. I'm gonna say what, 5 years? I came in pre-COVID, roundly speaking. So, you know, at least 5 years of doing this. And the thing that's and I'm the president right now. And the thing that bothers me the most is it's the same people stepping into the fray over and over again. And some of the mentality at times is, well, you know, I joined this club so I didn't have to.
Yeah.
No, you joined a club and you need to be a proactive member. And, you know, I want to hear your ideas. I want to hear from you, but is it fair to the people that keep doing this year in, year out? And then, you know, and then we get criticized. It's like, you're killing me here, Smalls. Come on.
Yeah, we
All
are,
right.
you know, we're down to a smaller number and that's gonna happen on us now. Without
Yeah.
my bad
Yeah.
accident, whatever. So how do we get out of the hole?
Yeah, how do we get out of this hole? And the only way to get out of the hole is, but the only way to get out of the hole is for everybody to be proactive. And even if it's simply sharing our weekly, you know, if we create a weekly post on a Facebook page and ask, you know, reminding all of our members, hey, share it out, you know, let's see if we can get some visitors. And once again, then we can also attract speakers, better speakers, because I know it's really hard to bring a speaker in when they come in and there's 6 of us. You know, and you know, and it's like, oh, you know, it's killing me sometimes.
This is funny. I'm looking at our documents. I was just gonna pop up when you joined and I can't find your application in the online documents. Is that crazy?
Nobody knows when I joined.
Oh, I can find it at the RI
I know you
database
could,
real
yeah.
easy. But yeah, we started the club in 2018 and we've had at least 37 unique regular members in the club.
Yeah.
And then probably another 30 over time of the associates. No, not quite that many, maybe 25 is all. Most of the associates have not changed. Okay. They come in, they stay. It's a lifetime commitment, their award.
I got it. I'm with you.
There.
You're
But
committed,
anyway,
man. You're committed.
so just yeah. Anyway,
my regular club is gracious enough that if I have to miss a meeting for a doctor's appointment or something, they let me use this as a makeup meeting. So
Oh, very
Hey,
good. Very
cool.
good.
And not many clubs
But-
keep track of that anymore. That's a good thing. I mean, it's a good thing that yours is, in
oh
my
yeah,
opinion.
very,
My
very.
opinion.
We have a sergeant of arms that's he loves his job and he takes it seriously and he's a clown. He makes it fun to get fined. I mean,
You know,
Wait,
one of
wait.
the other things that that I like to do because I travel so much is visiting other clubs. And I always talk about my, if you will, dual membership of my home club and being a member of this club. And I get a lot more interest, people talking about, oh, you're in a motorcycling club. I think the business cards, Amanda, would be great. Something that we can hand out. And I mean, I've handed out several flags, and I'm going to need to get some more flags.
Yep, for
No,
sure.
I-
I'll get those business cards done this weekend because that really is the thing. Because how many we all talk to people all the time, but we don't have a thing to give them. We don't have a, you know, and frankly, I could walk into 4 dealerships around me right now, and I know they'd let me pin some business cards to there's a bulletin board in every one of them.
If
I
there's
think that
any-
would go a
if
long
there-
way.
If there's anybody that's talented to make us a trifold or something
I
like
know a
that,
guy / 21-year-old girl.
Okay.
I'm gonna talk to her this weekend and see
All
if
right.
she'll
Well,
allow
we
us.
have a
She's got to do
template.
volunteer hours.
We have a
That'd be
template
great.
right on Rotary, the Brand Central. There is a
Yep.
trifold template right there. We personalize it to the club.
cool.
Yeah.
And I think we
And-
have, honestly, I'll look back at what we have and then maybe what I have in my personal drive from my president year, because we did a lot of this stuff then. We created a lot of the one page, or I think we even created one that had tear tabs at the bottom with our website on it.
Yes.
I've been playing with both Copilot and Chat GPT recently too, and it's kind of interesting. There's some possibilities there.
I
Jim has
definitely
been-
used it when we
Jim's
had the
been
last
on
meeting.
silent, but I know Jim's been pretty good with Chat GPT too.
Yeah.
Well,
I think there's opportunity and I think if we can buckle down, create these documents, send them out to everybody so everybody can run a couple copies off, either they have them in their bike, however we need to do this, and put them out.
We need
You
one
know,
of those,
and-
you know, those things that sit out front of houses and they've got the slips and,
Yeah.
they've got
know
like when
what?
they're
Yeah.
the house for sale.
yeah. If you're looking for a house, you'll pick it up. But nothing will beat that one-on-one conversation
Yeah,
you
yeah.
have with somebody
Uh-huh.
when
Damn
you know
good.
you're at the Indian or whatever that brand we used to have one
At the
over in
dealership.
Yeah,
Indian,
you're at
that's
the
the only one that
dealership,
matters.
and you start talking to somebody. Nothing will beat that one-on-one conversation. So I have a bit of a challenge for you, if I may. So some of you may know that I will have the privilege of leading our district in 27-28. And it just so happens that in 2028, our international conference will be in, can I have a drum roll, please? Minnesota. I believe it's going to be Minneapolis. What an easy ride for us. Now, I am planning on getting a group together and going by plane, train, and automobile. But wouldn't it be great if we could add a bike ride to that?
We usually do
Jim
that
has
when
a
it's in the United
sidecar, Renee.
States.
Okay,
Renee?
I would go part of the way.
fellowship usually does that when it's in the United States all the time. We've done it a few times. But I'm going to suggest that in the House of Fellowship, we get ourselves a table. Hopefully we can locate it right next to the fellowship table, but I think we should have a club table
Yeah.
at the
Yeah,
I
but
think
here's
we
the thing,
should
that
plan
you're
to
just
make that
talking to
happen in
Rotarians.
Minneapolis. or
You're
in-
just
that's
talking
it.
to Rotarians, so you might pick up an associate or two, but we need to recruit normal people.
Non-Rotarians.
People that are not Rotarians, am I right?
Yep.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I
I
think we
think
should have,
that's
we should have that. I mean, because everybody knows somebody says, gee, and some of our former or our members that we brought into this were people that said, hey, boom, I know a guy that should be a Rotarian and
Right.
motorcycles is right up his alley. You guys all remember, well, we never did get a lot of participation by Ron Nolte, but he was one of those. And now he's in a regular Rotary Club and he was in nothing before. Harold Hill was one of those. Looking back.
Well, and
So
as somebody who worked the booth in Houston, I met so many people and and we weren't recruiting for us, we were doing more for IFMR. So
yeah,
I think Jerry's on the right, like let's separate ourselves from IFMR. And because everybody confuses the two, that's been a
absolutely.
problem for a while. But if we had our own booth space, that way we're talking to people as, yeah, hey, we know all those guys over there, but we're the Rotary Club of Motorcycling Rotarians.
That's quite a distinction. I think we should
And
capitalize on that.
yeah, I don't think that's a bad idea. And I used to live in Minneapolis, so I'm like, all right, I'm
Great.
going for a visit.
Those
Uh,
those tables for Rotary groups are free. Your only
Free?
cost is what you put in to decorate or whatever, or sometimes you pay money to get the webs to get access for electricity and access for well, usually you're good enough with the public available website stuff. So generally, it's like if you need electrical connections or something like that,
Awesome.
but the cost of having the
Good to
booth is
know.
free.
I think that's definitely something for our future, for definitely. But I think we've got some ideas that are more current, that are more immediate, that we can do, um that I think can have some impact. At least if we can get our visitors up. Once again, I think if people come and they hear it and they start to kind of go, oh, okay, I think that could go a long way.
I think we should put these ideas into a plan and then get people to commit to doing them.
I was just gonna say, I guess when we talk, Deb, to walk through the social media stuff, let's revisit the Trello board and see if we can pull some of those ideas that we had, those fantastic ideas that we had in Kalamazoo.
Yeah.
And then all these as well, and then start actually, when we have these clubs, when we have the no speaker nights where we're taking advantage, we can pull up the Trello board and start truly actually
Oh,
prosecuting
yeah.
some
And
of
you know
these.
what? And actually, that brings up a really valid point. You know what? Let's review our Trello board. Let's update it. And maybe that's something we present at one of these upcoming meetings so that everybody can see it. And then we can have some, get some feedback and maybe get some commitment.
Yep.
It's not
And
as scary
then
as
Join
we
in.
can do this thing where we assign people to actions. It's my favorite part of the Trello board, actually. And then it bugs the snot out of them when they're overdue.
Yeah.
You see
Sounds
my
like a
puppy
plan.
jumped up here beside me?
Yes, we all need a puppy. I don't have a puppy. I used to have puppies, but I don't have any puppies anymore. I'm going to say puppies, puppies, puppies 7 more times while my husband looks at me like this.
He loves to ride in my truck, and I wish I could put up something for you to ride on my motorcycle with me.
I don't have
Is
a
he,
puppy either. I have boss number 2 in my house.
Yeah, I was going to say, you don't
Boss
have a
number
puppy.
1 is Debbie. Boss number 2 is Toby.
I understand that.
I can't remember. I don't know if I regaled you guys with all the shenanigans of the 2 foster pups we had this time last year, but man. We adopted 2 foster pups from a kill shelter in Texas, and they were 6-month-old, 45 pounds already siblings that shenanigans, man, just massive amounts of shenanigans. And they were fantastic dogs once they were separated.
Ward, is your
Excellent.
Brittany Spaniel?
This is a Springer, English Springer.
Springer.
Beautiful. Just beautiful.
And he was a rescue dog.
Oh,
He was about a year old when we got him, but he was a owner surrender. They said they couldn't care for him anymore. They were going through divorce or something, so they took him to a place that's a no-kill shelter. Like they rehome everything that they find.
Awesome.
So, and he's
Great.
like the fifth one we've had, so we were tickled to find a rescue dog that we could actually save. He's been he is definitely a full-blooded member of the family. So likes to have his way.
Dogs are awesome, but I tell you, I think we had a dog for 12 years. She was 13 years. She was 15 when we lost her, and then we were a year without a dog, and then we got those foster pups. And what we realized is now that the kids are both gone away at college, we kind of do appreciate not having to come home. Like,
There you go.
if we wanted to, if we wanted to just stay out or go downtown for
Definitely
the night,
something
or
to consider. Yep.
yeah. So
All right. Well, I think this was actually a very productive session. I think there's a lot that got said, which I'm glad. And it sounds like Amanda and I've got some things to do, and hopefully in I had an email message that I was looking at. You know, we're not going to meet the week of Thanksgiving. The first, so maybe the second week of December, we can maybe have a good decent presentation put together to talk about where we're at with this. How's that sound?
Cool.
I think that'd be great. It's kind of almost a mid-year checkup, Deb. Crazy enough.
Yeah.
Crazy as it is.
Yeah.
I would like to see whoever can do it pursue making a way for us to order those polos, because I think that's a good way to have people ask about your membership, is wear it on your shirt.
You know,
Pretty
I
good.
agree. And because when we got those, which was right about the time of the convention, I went to do cleanup because we do the flags for what is that, for Memorial Day at the cemetery. And I had people who actually came up to me who were like, "You're a Rotarian?" and talk to me about it. So I know the power of it. I'll see if I can get a hold of the woman who did them the last time around, so I can get some ideas on pricing and things like that, so we can put something together.
And shipping.
Yeah, and find out you know, what this is gonna run, and you know, if we, whatever the information is. And she's actually she's a just, I think just last year was the president of her Rotary Club here. So, and if that doesn't work, I'm going to reach out to Renee and ask for the contact information for the woman in Michigan. I don't care where they get done,
Right.
as long as somebody can do them, and we can get a good price on it, and everybody gets something new that fits. Ha ha ha.
Great.
Definitely.
All
Maybe,
right.
maybe what we need to do is we all need to go out and recruit somebody who is the size of the shirt that we don't fit into anymore.
There you go. Oh
We
my
can just give
God.
them a
Can you
shirt.
imagine? Wait, hold
love
still. Let me hold this shirt up to you.
Or just put it, see if your dealership will just put it on the wall and be like, do you fit this shirt?
Oh my God, that would be so funny. That,
That's
you know,
pretty good.
I'm
Rotary
lucky.
might
I
be
have-
a good fit for you. There you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Nice.
Yeah, you know,
Wow.
I'm lucky. I get asked, and I speak at a lot of dealerships because of other things that I do. And so I need to make sure that I'm winding that Rotary part into it, because even on my flight down, I had to fly from Houston to Miami. I ended up sitting with a guy who we actually, his wife who was waiting for him to arrive in Miami was like, you didn't talk to me at all during the flight. He's like, I've got this new friend, Deb. And we talked business. We talked about a lot of different things. But at one point I did say, yeah, I'm the president of my Rotary Club as well. And he's like, when do you have the time? And I'm like, you know, that's a fantastic question. But he was like, really? So, you know, once again, I'm always looking for ways to, you know, involve people. And you never know who you're going to meet. You never know who you're going to talk to. So I think we're coming up on the hour. Does anyone want to just run us through the 4-way test?
I haven't
Anybody?
I can do it. I haven't led it in a while.
Hey, that would be awesome, Jerry. Would you please?
The 5 or 6 way test of the things we think, say, or do. First, is it the truth?
This is the truth.
Is it the truth?
Second, is it fair to all
To
concerned?
all
Is it
concerned.
fair to all concerned?
Will it build goodwill and better
friendships?
friendships?
Will it build goodwill and better
And
friendship?
fourth, is
Yes,
it beneficial to all concerned?
yes, will be beneficial. to
Beneficial,
concern.
And fifth, will it be fun?
Fun.
Will
Will
it be fun?
And
And-
six, will anybody turn us in?
get caught.
Nobody will find out.
You know, I want to take a moment though and thank all of you for giving us this hour. You know, I don't think we say that enough, but I do appreciate all of you taking the time out of your schedules. I know we're all busy people to be here. So I just want y'all to know that I appreciate that.
And we appreciate you, Deb.
all that
Thank you.
do for the club and for
Thank you.
Rotary.
I'm a little
Thank you.
teary. Uh, but thank you all so much. And hopefully I'll see most of you guys next Tuesday.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, Deb,
Good
just
night.
let me know when
Thanks
you're
for-
free. Let me know what your schedule looks like on Saturday and
I-
we'll make it work. I'm
I'll
completely
text
free.
you.
Hey,
Thanks
Deb,
so much.
text
and,
ya.
You join
Deb
in.
and Amanda, I'm gonna forward Chris's email to you guys.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
perfect.
Bye now.
Thank
Cool,
you
guys.
all.
All
Have a
right.
good
Thanks,
evening.
everybody.
Hey,
Have a
Renee,
great
thanks for
night.
joining us.
Good night.
We'll talk soon.
We've got the Veterans Day presentation next week.
We do. We have next
Oh,
week,
okay.
we got Jim
Yes.
Dodmead. And then
Yes.
I don't have anything else. Oh, first weekend of December, I've got the Dunlop Tire gal that's gonna be talking to us.
Okay.
That's all I
Cool.
have
Oh, that's
right now.
awesome.
So
I was just
Fun
looking at that.
stuff.
That's why I was thinking the second week of December, because I know December also starts to get kind of funky with everybody has their Christmas stuff going on. So
And I got a graduation going on.
do you
any
really?
chance for another wine party?
Maybe we could do that. Yeah, you guys just let me know if we, I mean,
I think we should
um,
do a Christmas party, and then maybe that would be a great way to invite a whole bunch of people.
that Christmas party, we could definitely do that. I think I can probably talk the man into doing this. And we'll
Alright.
just
You
need
can
to
be
look at
bribed.
dates.
All right,
Yeah.
I gotta
Um,
go, guys. So,
Okay.
All right, go. We'll talk to you soon. I'll
Bye,
talk to you
guys.
later.
Yeah.
oh, you know what? If I go, we're gonna lose the meeting.
It's
That's all
okay.
good.
I'm jumping off.
That's all good.
All right, bye.
Looking forward to
Bye,
seeing
guys.
y'all next week.
See you later.
Bye, Ward. Have a good night.
Y'all too. Bye bye.